Welcome to SG Investment. Our channel is dedicated to helping you make informed decisions about your money and to guiding you on your journey towards financial success. Subscribe now and join our community of like-minded individuals on the path to financial freedom. Individual budget deficits. An individual who regularly spends more money than he earns will incur large debts, eventually forcing him to declare bankruptcy if he cannot pay it off. Many people go into debt because they spend more money than they make. One reason people have less money to spend is that financial predators take money from workers before they receive their paycheck. People from the E quadrant often have no control over these four important expenses, namely taxes, Social Security, retirement funds, and mortgage payments. Government bureaucrats take money through taxes and Social Security, while bankers take money through pension funds, 401k, and mortgage payments. That action became the cause of budget deficits for many people. Individual budget surplus. Individuals who have a budget surplus can choose to pay off debt and increase spending or investment. There are three choices that can be taken when there is a budget surplus, namely paying off debt, spending more money, or investing. As we all know, one of the reasons so many people are in financial trouble is because they increase their expenses in debt and reduce their investment. Tips budgeting your money to get rich. Budget tip number 1: budget surpluses are expenses. One of the best financial pieces of advice Rich Dad gave was that you should make surpluses an expense. This is the importance of paying yourself first to create a budget surplus, such as savings, donations, and investments in the expenses column. Most people know they have to save, donate, and invest. The problem is after paying expenses, most people have no more money to do it. That's because they consider saving, donation, and investment as the last priority, not the top priority. Budget tip number 2: the spending column is a crystal ball. Ever wanted to predict someone's future? Just look at that person's monthly expenses related to investment. Rich Dad said, "You can tell a person's future by the way he spends his time and money." Time is a very important asset and must be used wisely. You can tell how important a surplus budget is to someone by looking at their expense column, just by looking at how much money is being paid out first to organizations and other people. In technical terms, it is a liability that is not financed until it becomes an asset, such as a taxable 401k, which is acquired with the highest tax percentage. Budget tip number 3: my assets pay my liabilities. Most people are stingy. They think being stingy is a smart way to make a budget. Whereas on the other hand, Rich Dad really liked luxury and lived an abundant lifestyle. If Rich Dad wanted luxury goods, he would say, "How can I get it?" Rich Dad's way of getting it was by creating assets in the assets column and those assets paying for those liabilities. In other words, he acquires the asset by paying himself first. With the cash flow from the asset, he then buys a luxury liability. If you want luxury liabilities, he creates big assets first. What most people do is buy luxury goods first and never have enough money to buy assets. Again, it's a matter of priority. Budget tip number 4: spend money to get rich. Something feels difficult, most people choose to cut expenses rather than spend money. That is one of the reasons so many people fail to gain and maintain prosperity. For example, in the business world, when a company's sales start to fall, one of the first things they cut is to cut expenses. One of the things they cut was spending on advertising and promotion, with less advertising and sales promotion going down and the problem getting worse. One sign of high financial intelligence is knowing when to spend money and when to cut spending. In times of emergency, instead of allowing bookkeeping tasks to cut budgets and pay bills in advance, we maximize sales, marketing, and promotions. We spend time, money, and energy to increase our income. We don't cut our expenses. Conclusion: this video discusses the concept of budgeting and the impact that it can have on an individual's financial situation. It highlights the importance of having a budget surplus or spending less money than one earns, and suggests that individuals should prioritize saving, donating, and investing in the expenses column of their budget. It also emphasizes the importance of creating assets and using the income from those assets to pay for expenses and liabilities, rather than the reverse. This video suggests that being stingy with spending can lead to financial failure, and that it is important to know when to spend money, especially in times of emergency, to increase income and avoid cutting expenses. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.